Everyone is talking about AI side hustles right now. Prompt packs, faces, YouTube channels, Etsy products, and most of them fail. Not because they don't get traffic, but because they're just not useful. People are building things no one actually needs. So in this video, I'm going to rank the most popular AI side hustles from S tier, the ones that actually make money, all the way down to F tier, the ones that are basically a complete waste of time. And more importantly, I will show you what separates ones that work from everything else. But why would you even listen to me? So the whole ranking is made basically on my own experience. My experience with selling digital products. Here I made over $200,000 selling digital products, selling courses, educational products. Here again, digital products. Here we have services, again, services, and I was good at it. I was getting results for my clients. For example, Adam made over $24,000 in the first 30 days with us. Joe here was getting more leads than he could handle. Again, I was successfully running ads for him as well. I was selling pretty much everything. There was also affiliate products, so pretty much everything you can imagine. And I made nearly $40,000 just with AI alone. So the whole ranking is based on my own experience and what is actually easy and what is tough. So here is the whole ranking, and it will start from prompt packs. So many people will say prompt packs is the way to go, you should sell them. So let's see if it's really a good business idea. If you go on Gumroad and write prompt packs, you will see some kind of skill packs, prompt packs, anything you can imagine. And this is very tricky because on the one hand, it's very easy to sell. As you can imagine, like if someone needs a prompt, they can just buy it from you. But on the other hand, it's very easy to replace you with ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. You can just go and ask, can you write this prompt for me to do this or that or that? In a 90% of cases, this prompt will be better than whatever you're selling, or will be kind of similar, but someone can get it for free. So this is a big difference. This is just a commodity. Some people will make money from it if they have good traffic and people trust them, because there's also a very important thing, like if people trust you, they'll buy anything from you. But I don't think you have this luxury, or when you're just getting started, for sure you don't have this luxury. So it will not work that well for you, especially if you are targeting people that have knowledge about AI. They know that they can do it by themselves just using ChatGPT or Claude, and they will get very similar prompt to what you are getting. So unless you have a very crazy result and you show this result on YouTube or another any other social media platform, just a generic prompt pack like that will not work. So for that reason, in my opinion, prompt packs are they are not great businesses, and you will lose a lot of time just either buying ads or promoting something that is doomed to die either way. Now, the second one is a little bit more interesting for most of you because this is content farms. So this is the kind of content that you can see on YouTube. Some people call it AI slop, some people call it a good business model. So what is the reality? I also tried this business model and I created a channel that was basically talking about scary stories. So every day I was posting new story, and this is very easy to create such content. You can just have 11 labs for your audio, visuals. It can be, again, AI generated images, or a few videos in the intro and then just one image with a little bit of animation throughout the whole video that is just looped a video, and that's it. So it's very easy to create such content, and some of them are making good money, but this is a difficult business model. You need to invest quite a lot to make it work. And I will show you how much I was paying to generate all these videos for this AI channel. So for voiceover, we'll use 11 labs. For images, we can use ChatGPT, Nano Banana, whatever it is. So let's say we say Nano. And that's pretty much it. Then we just need to put it all together in, for example, CapCut. So it's very easy. You can write obviously scripts, but you can use Claude or ChatGPT for writing those scripts. So this is pretty much easy. But the most expensive part from this is 11 labs. And when I was generating all these clips with a nice voiceover, with nice effects, with nice pronunciation, that the voice that actually sounded real, it costed me around $500 per month just to create all the videos that I had to create. And now for some people, $500 per month, it will not be that much. And I was creating 30-minute long videos, and I was trying to post them every day, but after a certain point, I just ran out of credits. So I had to buy more credits, and it was just getting too expensive. So this model is very expensive to get started. If you have budget, it's fine. But there's also another problem. Most of these channels will be flagged as repetitive content because this is what it really is. All the content is pretty much the same. So when you watch these videos, there is nothing new to them. Obviously, the story is a little bit different, but everything stays pretty much the same. So there are even channels that have the same topic across all videos. And in the past, it was working quite well because, well, if YouTube can find audience for one of your topics and you create more of them, there is a chance that it will also work well. So this channel looks a little bit better than average channel in this niche, but still the monetization risk is very high. So it's quite risky because you need to invest quite a lot of money, and at some point someone can just demonetize your channel because it is too repetitive. So overall, it can bring good money once you're monetized, but getting to monetization will cost you quite a lot. So for that reason, I would just put it into C tier. It's not the worst, but well, the risk is high and I wouldn't do it again. I tried it once and I believe this is not the perfect business model. So still better than prompt packs, but still very risky. Now, the next part is another popular business model on Etsy, and this is AI art. So when you go to Etsy and you write AI art, you will see quite a few options. And this is what you can see here. I was doing this, or let's say a similar model before AI was a thing. So I was selling personalized portraits for my clients, but I wasn't selling it for dogs, but I was selling it for people. And I was recreating them in a cartoon style. So this business worked quite well and made me good money. I sold this business later, so I know it was working before. Right now, I have no idea if it still works. But overall, I would say AI art is not a great business model because everyone can just do the same thing and they don't need to pay you anything. For example, you like certain outcome. Let's say you like this art here. You can just take a screenshot, go to ChatGPT and ask to write a prompt for you that will look similar. Then you use Nano Banana and then you have your art. And then you don't need to pay, for example, $10 for it because you can do it for 20 cents or 10 cents or whatever. In my opinion, this business model just doesn't work. If you're targeting maybe older people that don't know how to use AI, it might work, but I would say it's still F tier, worse than even the content farms on YouTube, because the barrier of entry is too low. And if everyone can create this whole business in a matter of days with just a few prompts, then you don't have a business. You need to have something in your business that basically screams, okay, this took some effort to create or to deliver, something like that. If it doesn't look like it costed any effort, and it doesn't cost any effort, it will not work for long term, and your competition will outgrow you very, very quickly. So this is very important. You need to have something that is at least a little bit difficult. Even sometimes, something that costs $1, let's say some certain software, will already put you ahead of 99% of people that are not willing to spend $1 on their business. And just listen how crazy it is. People are not willing to spend $1 to build a business. How crazy is that? Just forget about the YouTube thing, about the online thing. Imagine that you want to create a real business offline. You would need, I would say, at least $100,000 just to get started. Now, people online, they'll say, oh, now I need to spend $1, I need to spend $10 or $20 per month. How can I afford it? Well, it means that probably you cannot run the business and you probably should find a better job and save some money first. So this is the thing. You cannot start a business for free unless you will sacrifice a lot of time and do everything manually. And that means that you will need to have a lot of skills. So either that or that. The choice is yours. Now, the next one is very controversial because people love this model and right now it's so popular, and it's AI agents, but I like to call them fake AI agents. So based on my experience, most AI agents are just automations that are overpriced and labeled as AI agent because it's popular right now. And I've seen it many times in the past. It was the same with cryptocurrencies, with NFTs, with pretty much anything you can imagine. This is just a trend right now for using all AI agents, and everyone wants to have one. But in my opinion, they are not that useful, and well, they are just not that great. They offer, some kind of upside, and they help you with, improving your workflow, but they cannot replace an expert. So if you're an expert and you are using an AI agent, it will work great for you. But if you're just a beginner and you're just getting started and you have no experience and you don't know what you're doing, AI agents will not help you that much, because the whole AI industry and all AI tools are only as good as the owner. So if you are not good at what you are doing, AI agents will only give you more of that. So let's say if your content is crap your business is crap, AI will give you only more of crap. However, if you're top level in something, so if you have already skills, then AI will amplify those skills and it will only make you more dangerous. So for that reason, I would say AI agents are very situational. You can make money with them, but you need to have your experience. So let's say for that reason, I would say it's a B tier. So again, you can make money with them, but if you're just getting started, this is not the best option because you need to have the real skills. And people that usually are using those AI agents, they think that they can, make AI do everything for them, and then they end up spending a lot of money on things that don't really work. And that brings us to the next AI side hustle, which is basically affiliate offers. And this one is a little bit tricky because it is good, but not by itself. And let me explain what I mean by that. And here's one example of a company that gives you access to affiliate offers, partner stack. I've been using them, for example, with 11 Labs and a few other affiliate offers. However, you shouldn't really think that AI offers or affiliate offers will build your business. This is a good, I would say, side hustle, but you need to have something different. If you just rely on affiliate offers, you will not make enough money. And I will show you exactly why. So you know my YouTube channel and you know that I've been using a few monetization methods. I was offering sponsored videos on my channel. I was also selling digital products. I'm also offering services. And I also have some affiliate offers in the link in the description, and sometimes I get some commission from it. So let me now show you how much each of these methods are making. So for example, with sponsored videos, I'm able to make around, let's say, $4,000 per month. And this is the past data, right? With digital products, because my channel is quite small, I was able to make, let's say, $1,000 per month at least. With services, I can make $4,000 per month at least if I don't want to hustle and work very hard. And then with affiliate offers, with all these things considered, you will maybe make around $300 per month or even less. So if you just rely on this one thing, well, it's not the best long-term business model. It's nice, as I mentioned, as a side thing to, let's say, cover all your software expenses, but you shouldn't focus on that as your main source of income. Obviously, there are some creators that make quite a lot of money with it, and this is only true if you have a lot of views, you're going viral every single time. But if you just want to have a normal channel without going viral, for example, my channel right now is not really going viral. I just get, I don't get that many views anymore. So in this case, it's much better to have this kind of services on top, because affiliate offers will not make you that much money. So because of that, I would say affiliate offers should be a B tier. You can make money from them, but they are not perfect. And as I mentioned, they need to be part of something bigger. If you just have affiliate offers in your description, you will not make that much money and you'll probably quit YouTube quite quickly. And now here we are getting to something that is making more money without big audience or without a crazy amount of traffic. And here we'll talk about AI freelancing. So freelancing overall is great when you're getting started. So you can get some money first, do work for other people, solve their problem, help them with achieving certain outcome. So this is great for anyone who is just getting started and is looking to make money. But if you enhance it with AI, you will spend less time on your work and you will deliver better results as well. So when you just visit Upwork or any other website that offer freelancing services, you can check that there's quite a lot of people. We have expert in video editing, and he's using Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. And I guarantee that some of these people are using AI to support their workflow. Here is a guy that is using AI, and he's not even lying about it. As you can see, he made over $20,000 here on Upwork, so I wouldn't say it's bad. So you will find quite a lot of people. And obviously the most straightforward example how you can monetize AI freelancing is by creating thumbnails for people. And this field is very competitive, but well, it's pretty much a no-brainer and everyone needs good thumbnails. So you can find people that will pay you, let's say, $5-10 per thumbnail. You can create them in a few minutes. So it's not bad income, but it's also not the best one. What will be better? It will be video editing enhanced with AI. So obviously AI will not do everything for you, but it can do quite a lot. So this business model, in my opinion, is one of the easiest to start because you are sacrificing your time for money. So overall, it's similar to your job, but sometimes you can get clients even if you don't have any YouTube channel or any social presence. All you have to do is just approach people, do some work for free for them, and then they'll pay you. This always works. And when I was getting started with selling my services, I sent 11 DMs and I signed one client. Obviously, I have experience, I have portfolio, I have my own YouTube channel, and I can show a lot of videos that I've made already so people can see proof, but nevertheless, you can do something similar and just prove your value. So because of that, AI freelancing, in my opinion, is A tier. This is one of the best models how you can get started, but it will cost you time. So if you're just getting started, think about AI freelancing, what you can do for other people, what you can deliver, and if you don't have enough skills, just learn those skills first and then deliver the value for them. This is pretty much no-brainer, and this is the fastest way how you can get from zero to, let's say, $3,000 or $4,000 per month if you're just getting started. Now the next one is AI automation for business, and this one is great because first, you're not spending your time on delivering results, and you build something once, and businesses can benefit from it for months or even years. Obviously, you're not charging high ticket for it because, well, no one needs to spend their time. But if you can generate substantial income for the business with this kind of solution, then they will also pay you quite a lot. So this is good. But you need to deliver value. This is very, very important. If you don't deliver value, then it will not work. So most of these people that you can find on Fiverr, they can create this kind of automations for businesses, and you can see the prices are quite good. He'll have $110, $140, $80. He will have 1,000 and 3 people bought it, or at least he has 3 reviews. So the pricing really depends on the outcome. And this is what really matters when you sell anything to businesses, that your pricing needs to be tied to how much money they make. If they don't make any money, then you will not succeed with your product or any kind of solution, really. You need your solutions need to be helpful, and it's very true with all those AI automations. Most people would just create, most people would just approach businesses and they will sell very basic automations for way too much. In my opinion, this is a bad approach. What you should do is to learn how to solve a specific problem that the business has, and then solve this problem for insignificant amount of money, because you don't need to oversee the whole process. The whole process will be automated. So for example, what you can do, you can approach businesses, send them DMs, send them cold email, cold call, it doesn't really matter. And you help them with certain problems. For example, I don't know, let's say after work hours, they cannot pick up the phone. So you can help them with AI receptionist or some AI tool that will respond to the emails or DMs or chats that they are getting. And this will help them with making more money, because a lot of businesses are losing money when they are closed, or owners need to be on the phone for whole days and just always available, and this is a big problem. So if you can do it, if you can solve it with AI, and then for example tell the business owner, okay, so now it will cost you $99 per month, and it will be all automated, and this AI will respond to all the chats, to all the DMs, for example, and then qualify them in your pipeline, and then when you or someone from your team come to work in the morning, they will just call them or respond, and the deal will not be lost. In this case, it will be a no-brainer for them. $99 per month as a pricing for business is pretty much nothing. So if you can just justify the value and explain the value to them, you will make this money quickly. And obviously you're not making a lot, but you can get, let's say, 10 businesses quite fast, and it'll be quite stable, because once they see the value and it is working, it's pretty much the easiest way to say yes to the next payment, because they see results, right? And you don't need to spend your time. So because of that, I would say AI automation for businesses, it's A tier. And it would be S tier if you would be able to charge more, but in most cases, you will not be able to charge that much for AI automation services. So that's why it's A tier. It's great if you're just getting started. And I would say every AI side hustle or every business model that is selling to businesses first is great, and then you sell to consumers. If you start from selling to consumers, you will hate your life. For example, if you just start creating anything on YouTube and you try to sell to other creators, you'll be struggling. You'll be struggling if you target everyone who is just getting started or is new in this online world, or if they are just consumers. If they are businesses, they understand that they need to spend money in order to make money, so it's much easier. And now something that I know quite a lot about. So here we have AI lead generation services. So if you do remember, I had my own lead generation agency. I was selling cold email services for businesses, and it was working very well for me. And businesses were paying me at least $200 per qualified sales call on their calendar. So now imagine that you can do it and you are getting paid $200 per lead. For one business, I was able to get between 10 to 20 calls per month, right? So I was getting paid based on results, which was basically a qualified call. If a call was a no-show or they were not qualified, obviously I was not getting paid. But in this case, from just one client, you can make monthly, let's say $2,000 or even let's say $3,000 quite easily. You'll find free businesses like that, and you already make more money than most people in your country. It doesn't really matter where you live. It might be even United States, right? So this is how I was getting paid. And with AI lead generation, it changes a little bit. So now we are not charging that much because it's all automated. So now let's say instead of $200, people will pay you per lead, for example, 50, but they'll pay you per lead. So if someone responds, "Oh, I'm interested. Can you tell me more about it?" Then they will pay you, let's say, $50, right? If you still book calls for them because it's more difficult to do with, and you can automate it with AI, then again they can pay you $200 or even more. So in my opinion, this is one of the best business models if you don't want to hustle, if you don't want to work hard, and to deliver all those calls. I was working maybe 1 to 2 hours per day. So it's not difficult because everything is handled by AI. AI is reaching out to new people. AI is sending follow-ups. All you have to do is when people respond, either book a call with them or send over leads to a client, and that's pretty much it. And the end of the month, you are sending them an invoice, and that's it. This is very good business model, and I would say this is definitely S tier. I was doing it myself. This is great. It works very well. So yeah, I recommend everyone to help other businesses get more leads, get more sales, because it always pays well if they are making money. Now, the last one is niche related solutions. So here I have AI in real estate. You can create a bot for any specific niche, and it's always better than general solutions. So for example, instead of creating a bot for everyone, you can create a bot for real estate agents, and it will automate the whole process. So we were talking about this before, but now we just talk about niche specific solutions. So for example, what you can do, you can create an AI automation plus lead gen service for one specific niche. So for example, it can be real estate. And because it's designed for one niche, it's also very easy for you to create a system and systemize it so it will be 99% automated. And because it's niched, people will see that it's designed for them to work so you have better conversion rates, and people will stay for longer too. So let's say for something like that, you can charge between $500 to, let's say, even $10,000 per month, depending what you offer, how you structure your offer and stuff like that. So this, in my opinion, is a little bit more difficult to create, but also pays very well. So this is definitely an S tier. And I know this is not really a side hustle anymore, but a real business model. But in my opinion, a side hustle is something that you can start relatively fast, and then it can be turned into a real business later on. These are, in my opinion, side hustles that really work. There are obviously a lot of other side hustles, just selling PDFs, stuff like that, but it doesn't really matter what kind of side hustle you pick. You need to do something to stand out. And there is one missing piece that most people don't talk about, and this is what really make it work. So the first missing piece that most people don't know is you need to understand the game. So what is the game? The game is basically not really a consistency, but how you think about it. The difference between me or any other creator that, for example, has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube is that I understand the process. It's the same with investing, with any other thing. You need to stay in this game for long. There are many creators that didn't make any money for 2 years, and let's say right now after 5 years, they're making at least $1 million per year, right? So this is the only difference that make people succeed. And I see some comments on this channel and on other channels where people say, "Oh, it doesn't work. I tried it. There are thousands other people that do the same thing." This is true. This is year one. You are not different than majority of people in this market. You will make some money if you have the right business model. Like for example, you sell services, but you will not make millions during your first year. You will make a lot of money around year 4, year 5, It doesn't mean that, as I said, that you will make no money whatsoever during those first years, but the real money will come later. So if you just approach YouTube or any other business like, okay, I just want to make in the next 90 days, 30 days, $10,000, $20,000 per month, you'll probably lose because you have the wrong mindset. You don't know how the game works. And this one thing here is something that I need to spend 10 years to really understand. I started business when I was 20, and I was looking for businesses that will make me the most amount of money the fastest. And as you can imagine, I failed. I was making good money with agency, with my first YouTube channel, with crypto, you name it. But at a certain point, I was like, okay, it's going too slow. I need to find something better. So then I was starting another business model and I was killing the previous one. And this is the biggest problem because I was always changing. I never had this compounding effect. It's the same when you are investing. Like I invest right now quite a lot of money. Like for the first, let's say 7 to 10 years, you will not see compounding. You would just put your money every single month, and you would just see a very small growth. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but on average it's around 7 to 10 years. And this is what all of my friends say. After this time, usually your money starts compounding and working quite well. And this time here is when you win with your competition. Here, they cannot really compete with you anymore. You are too far ahead. You have too many resources, too much trust from people, and too much content around your business. So if you just come here and start complaining that it doesn't work because you tried it for 1, 2, or 3 months, well, you're probably the part of 99% of people that would never succeed. You need to commit to this lifestyle or to this business for at least 2, 3, or even 5 years. The longer you commit, the higher chances that you will succeed. And someone did a nice study. I cannot really find it, but if you know what study I'm talking about, you can link in the comment section. But someone wanted to check what are chances that you will lose your money when you invest in any market. So let's say investing can be similar to business because it works kind of similar. So this study basically showed that during, let's say, your first and third year, the chances of you losing if you are investing in ETFs or let's say S&P 500 are around 15%. But after 7 years, your chances of losing are basically zero. So this is very important thing that people don't understand. If you are just here, you just need to keep going, keep recording. And I know most people say, oh, but I don't know what kind of content I should be recording. Well, this is your job to do. I cannot tell you what kind of content you should be recording because your niche is not my niche. And the most important part is just that you keep going, see what your competition is doing, and then improve from here. This is how we all do it. And after 7 years, there's pretty much zero chances that you will fail. So you just need to run this marathon and never stop. So this is the first step. And the second step is the right system. So the right system for me is that it doesn't really matter what kind of product or service you have. Here is what you sell, right? You need to have traffic for it. And the best sort of traffic is obviously outreach, our ads, and is content. But when you're getting started, I would focus only on outreach and on content. Ads are not important right now because they cost just too much when you're just getting started. And that's why you need to have a service, because if you don't have a service and you're selling just to consumers, outreach will not work. But if you have any service that you're selling for at least $1,000 per month, then you can easily start outreaching and you'll make money fast. So that's pretty much it. This is everything that I want to show you. And you need to understand this thing. This thing that I just showed you here will make you succeed in the long term if you understand it properly. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see how to make money with AI, how to monetize AI better, make sure to watch this video you can see on the screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.